Think Positive podcast. FendiPendi, creative content coach, and Philip Tan, CEO Snapp Packaging. Do Now, Think Positive podcast.
Welcome everybody to Do Now,
Think Positive podcast.
Yes, today is our very first episode, 00 episode.
001, that's correct. You're almost like introductory.
This is introduction episode in our podcast. Together with me, FendiPendi, I'm your creative content coach, and
Philip Tan. Yeah. Right. So, Fendi,
Yeah.
our viewer up there, definitely they wanted to know why are we doing this podcast, right? It's a very natural question. So, I think we should address the very first question. Why are we doing this? Yeah.
why are we doing this kind of podcast? Okay, for me, I like to be inspired. I like to get inspired from other people also. And then like for the business people, right? And then I would like to know what's their secrets, what their failures is, what's their stories is. So that one really makes me excited lah.
That's
How about you,
interesting.
Philip?
Yeah, for me, I felt that I've been coaching and also networking as well. And I've been seeing a lot of the young entrepreneurs. They are very smart. They're extremely smart guys and professional as well. And what happened is that they discuss on a small project or a big project. And a month later or two later, I noticed that they're still discussing on the same project, overthinking. And at the end of the day, they just scissor off, quiet it off.
Overthinking, over-planning.
Exactly.
Overthinking, over-planning. Then at the end of the day, you don't do anything.
Exactly. So I felt it's so sad because they're so smart.
Yes.
And yet they're not executing it. So I felt that.
Why is that? Is it because of their fear or something? Scared or something?
You see, once you keep delaying it, then you will have these negative thoughts coming in. And that kind of paralyze you. You get paralyzed by the negative thought, and then you just keep pushing it away. Say, I wait next month and so on. And nothing take off. Until one day, you notice that someone else almost similar ideas and they implemented it so well, then you say that it's such a regret, right? So I felt that, we want to inspire young entrepreneurs, like, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it and think positive. You'll be there. You survive, you swim. Yeah.
What do you think? Is it more common on young people or much more older?
I think across, but it's just that our podcast is targeting at SME, young entrepreneurs. So we really want to encourage. And why we are doing this, that we are inviting speakers, and these speakers have already, like, whether is it young or more mature, they have basically already succeeded in project businesses, and we invite them to share all these experiences, which I felt that is good, because the name itself already tells you that do now,
Think
think
positive.
positive. Yeah, so it's about assisting and inspiring young entrepreneurs to just do now. Stop overthinking.
Yes. Did we overthink about the name, Philip?
We did actually, because both of us are first time, so we think a lot. But finally, when we came up with this name, it was almost like less than 3 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes you overthink, it's like, it doesn't work. And then suddenly this name, Do Now, Think Positive, you just come it up
We
from
just
the
click
spot.
and we say, okay, let's do it. Yeah. In fact, starting this podcast was over a coffee session.
Yeah.
We had breakfast, we spoke about it, and then we said, why not? 2026, we should do something new. So we wanted to attempt something new. So we said, let's do it. So it was like almost
Instant.
So, yep, hope we can inspire you to what do you think?
Yes. We hope we can inspire you and inspire ourselves also. Because
Exactly.
in life we continuously learning. Doesn't matter you're old, you learn from the old, you learn from the young. I believe that in life you will always be continuously learning.
Exactly, Fendi. So now that we have explained why we want to start this podcast, so you probably, the other big 5W will be like, for who, when, how, and for whom we want to get it done. So, Fendi, would you want to explain to the audience?
Yeah, are we targeting to publish this web podcast every Sunday
That's right, Sunday
about
night.
about 8 o'clock, right? Why do I choose this one? Suddenly. I think it's the best time because on Sunday you got more relaxed, you know, you got more time, and then you scroll to the phone and say, okay, I think by that time because you're preparing for Monday.
Yeah, yeah. So it will be on a weekly basis.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to upload the podcast on the weekly basis on every Sunday. Yeah. So please follow us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The big who and whom this podcast is about, Philip.
For who and whom, basically, firstly, we talk about the speakers. The speakers we are inviting, it doesn't matter if we're young. We have a young speaker as young as late 20s.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have more matured. But basically, they have the real experience because this podcast is about sharing real experiences, their up and downs, and why they do that, so that there's a takeaway for you. So it's not so much of theories. And I believe there are plenty of theories, and I think we'll get bored of theories. But this is a real example that these speakers will, and for who will be for all the M40 young entrepreneurs in Malaysia, for you to get something after listening to the podcast, and something for you to take away.
Yeah, it's about real stories from real people, you know, the success, the failures. That's what makes us very interesting.
Yeah, they are not famous influencer or very famous, but they are the real people walking on the street, but they have make it in life, and they equally have their ups and downs, and they really wanted to share, and we invited them, and I'm sure there's a lot of things for you to take away, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so Philip, maybe the viewers will ask, hey, why you and me?
Yeah, it's quite interesting because after I left university, I worked for corporate for many, many years, global company. So I'm more on the serious type. So I love to think, plan, and more strategize, budgeting, and so on. So I'm more on the serious side. And this guy, Fendi, he's the direct opposite of me. So he maybe introduce yourself.
Yes, so me, I'm lacking on the other, like what Philip is. I'm more into the creative kind of guy, you know. I'm more into the creative kind of side lah. I'm more very fun, very casually. So I think our combine is quite good.
Interesting.
And interesting.
Yeah. So because basically most of the podcast is between one speaker and one host, so it's like 1-to-1. So we want to attempt 2-to-1. So and most of the podcast is like 30 minutes or more, and they are more like theory based. So we want to attempt this niche that we're going to have two, so that at least the host itself, I'll be asking all the serious questions about to get takeaway, and Fendi make it like so that at least the whole podcast it won't be so dry. So we can look at both sides, and the speaker will able to attempt the questions on both seriousness as well as more relaxed pace. So you get the best of both worlds, and it will be only 15 minutes rather than more than 30 minutes. So well, you can always watch it anytime, and it's very easy for you to just on the gym treadmill, you just watch, and then there will be a lot of real life experiences that you can take away, and that's what we want. We want you all to take away at least some real experiences from the real people, right?
Yeah. So Philip, like when people discover our podcast, right? Do Now Think Positive podcast, and then they read the description and then they want to hit play. So what do they get from all these things? Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Well, you see, basically, we once you hit play, you listen. 15 minutes is I would say it's very short, but it's really affordable time for you to invest listening to us. And what we want you to really take away again is the real example that we want to resonate with you, so that you resonate with us and the speaker as well, and the takeaway that you can implement easily in your daily life, whether it be business, personal life, and it will be centered into the core of do it now. Just stop overthinking and think positive, because overthinking really kills your dreams.
True.
Right? You agree?
Yeah.
Then how about you? What do you think you want them to take away?
I want them to take away the inspiration stories, you know, to be inspired. Like we're all business people, you know. how do we, everything is theory nowadays, everything theory, but in practical, in real life, you need inspiration to tell you their failures, their success, how they achieve it, how they do it, what motivates them. So everything like this is very valuable to people like me, so I can be inspired to say, hey, if they can do it,
we can do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we do encourage you to share our podcast as well to those that wanted to have some takeaway on do it now. Yeah, all right. So
yes, so this is our very, very, very first episode. We're going to launch our first episode, January 2026. So please follow us, like our page, subscribe, and comment. Do now.
think positive, and our very first episode will be first Sunday of January 2026. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.